For the last 7 or so years, I've relied on two guns for my concealed carry. One of those guns is the P365. I upgraded to the XL about 4 years ago from the 365. But I only carry that typically when I go to the gym or when I can't wear a holster, wear a belly band. But the gun that I relied on for so many years is my 6-hour 229 Legion with the Romeo 1 Pro optic. Let's make sure this is clear. We are clear. This is my baby. But I decided, well, I'll just tell you the truth. I shot a Canik TTI 2-3 weeks ago. It was a striker fire. This, as you may or may not know, is a hammer fire. Well, while I've trained with this gun for years and I feel I'm pretty decent with it, that first shot in double action where the hammer's at rest and the trigger's far forward and it's a heavier press, when I'm shooting fast, that first shot always, I'm not going to say always, but most likely it was going to be low left, okay? And I trained and trained and trained. I got kind of better at it, but I always had that hesitation, wanting to have that first shot be perfectly placed. Well, not perfectly, but within the confines of a defensively accurate shot on an IDPA target, let's just say that. And it was a struggle. So after shooting that Canik TTI, I mean, that thing was butter, flat trigger. It had what looked like a cheap optic on it. I think it was Mechanic, which is an optic that's made by Canik. I decided, as much as I love my baby here, maybe I need to start concealing a striker fire gun. So I went shopping today. And here's what I got. Yes, it is the SIG 365 AXG Legion. I couldn't resist. It's got the 3.1-inch barrel. It's got weight to it. It's got that trigger that I love so much. Flared mag well. It's got a cutout for an optic. And guess what? I got the Defender Vortex optic. I recently graduated to shooting optic because I took a class, this is a few years back, at 6-Hour Academy up in New Hampshire. And the instructor, he had an optic on his SIG, and man, that dude was lightning fast. So I was like, let me see what this is all about. Plus, I'm getting up there in age, and while I still have, I don't know, 20, 22, 20, 25, I don't know what I have. My vision is getting, not as what it used to be. So, and I also prefer to have both my eyes open. So I'm more focusing on the target rather than the front sight between the rear sights. So I like the fact that I can keep both eyes open and I can just focus on that dot and put it on the target. So I'm breaking my line of sight from my sight to the target with the dot instead of trying to find that front sight. Now, trying to find the dot isn't easy either, but I feel like I can work with that. And I got the, like I said, I got the Vortex, what is this? Vortex VIP. It says on the box, Defender CCW 3 MOA micro red dot. Right here. Now, personally, I struggle trying to find the dot on this thing right here, which is a lot bigger. It's going to be interesting to work with a dot in a window that size but I'm going to work with it. One thing I liked about the Defender, I was going to get a Hollow Sun, which was priced. I think this one was, this one was $249, and the Hollow Sun was $299. But what I liked about this is I just like the Vortex product. I have a Vortex magnifier on my AR-15, and I like the fact that this. We'll see how it works, how efficient it is. But this, I don't know if you can see it. It has a cutout right here that helps you acquire that dot quicker. I mean, maybe that's just a marketing stunt. Who knows? We'll see when I get this thing attached to the firearm. So yeah, I love this gun just for the way it looks. And listen, I'm SIG ride or die, 320 notwithstanding. I'm SIG ride or die. I just wanted this, when this came out about 2 years ago, I just love the fact that the chevron is on these aggressively stippled side panels. I just think it's a beautiful gun. It's a little smaller. Not that carrying this was a problem, but it is a heavier gun. My back isn't what it used to be. So I'm looking forward to this. And again, I bought this after shooting that Canic striker fire, which I think is about the same length. I could be wrong. Maybe the Canic has a little longer barrel, but just I was able to get on target and not worry about am I moving my sights or moving the gun trying to get through that double action. And I just think subconsciously I would always make that first shot press. I would press a little bit longer or take a little bit more time, more concerned about being accurate as opposed to getting the shot off as quickly as possible. With this, I feel like I'm going to be more confident based on how I felt shooting that Canic. But I didn't get the Canic TTI, number one, because it wasn't available anywhere near me. And two, I'm SIG ride or die, and I wanted this gun to begin with. So I bought this gun. It's got a 17-round magazine as opposed to the standard 15-round magazine that came with the 229 Legion. And I can't wait to take this bad boy to the range. But it came with 3 magazines. So we are going to see how this works out for me. Oh, one other thing. I bought a Galco 365. Well, it says here it was made for the 365X macro, and it has a cutout for an optic. So I did try it at the store, and it fit fine, even though it says it's for the macro. So I am gonna rock this. This is the inside of the waistband. Snug as a bug. They had another holster. I forget. Oh, it's a Safari Land. It had a camo. Exterior. I prefer black, and I would have gotten that, but because it also had this thing where it also had this, and this is really tight to get out. I'm gonna have to loosen. The tension on this, but it had this padding inside so that it would keep the finish from getting marred. As you can see with my baby here, you may not be able to see that, but the finish is starting to wear a little bit. Not that that matters. As long as the gun goes bang, that's all that matters. But I believe in pride of ownership. I want my shit to look nice and clean and new and polished. But, I wanted to get that other holster because it had that foam. I don't know what it was. It was like a foam or suede to keep the finish from getting ruined on this new gun. But my gun belt is so thick, and I believe in a thick gun belt, so you can manipulate your gun if you have to with the gun belt, rack it with the gun belt if you need to. The clip just would not suit my belt. I feel like I'm abandoning my baby. She's been with me through thick and thin, but sometimes you got to trade up. And I want to take this to the range. I have never shot one of these, but I've shot. I have the 320 X5 Legion, and I feel like it has a similar trigger. So that thing is a beast. So if this trigger is anything remotely like that one, I'll be all right. All right, so there you go. I will be taking this to the range as soon as I can. I'll shoot some footage and I'll give you my report. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you soon.